Anybody here? Folks here? Hey. Good morning, everybody. Good morning for you. It's afternoon for me. Hello. Good morning. Hi. Welcome, everybody. So every time I do this, it's a new adventure. So I've set up the other video as a live stream rather than a webcam. So I apologize for the head fake over, but it looks like you all found your way over nicely. Minnesota, nice and cold up there. Yeah, it got down a little chilly. It got down to like in the low 70s here. So sorry about that. Sorry to rub that in. Hey, everybody. Started a little early. So I'm not sure what's going to happen with that other video, the other live stream, the one that I set up. I'm trying to go over here and see what's going on with it. Well, does it say that I'm live already? No. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that other one. So all right, here we go. I think we got a quorum now. I've got my sweet tea ready to go. All right. Yeah, sorry about that. Let's see. 3 to 5 inches in Virginia. Oh, snow in Kentucky. Everybody getting snow, cold. Yeah, well, you know what? I'll be. You guys will get your comeuppance come July around here when it's 115, 120 degrees. Yeah, summer times are not good here. So yeah, I kind of miss some of the cool, some of the snow a little bit. So good morning, everybody. So we might have some new folks out there. So just guys, ask away if you got any questions or anything else. We've got a lot of folks from all over northern Missouri, Denmark. Woo. Welcome, Denmark. Yeah, it's not too bad. Is it ever too bad in Florida? I guess in the summertime it is when it's all humid. Looks like most people have snow. Yeah, very cold Michigan. Yeah, Dee Dee, I see that. I saw you left that, so you're going to make her cream cheese pound cake. So, yeah, Mom liked her sweets. She sure did. She would make her cakes and all of that. I think she liked them. That's why she made them so much. I've got another dish. Actually, I was over with some friends. Priscilla, I was over with a coworker from Bulgaria, and so I'm kludging and putting it all together. I'm going to make a video on that's wine kebabs, and some bulgur wheat. So cool recipe for that. So I'm pretty excited about that. It turned out real well, and we had a lot of fun cooking with my friend's wife, Stefka. So we made that and then learned a little bit about Bulgaria, and so it's pretty cool. So that's coming here in the next couple of days, as soon as I can kind of put it all together. So let's see, Lake Erie, Pennsylvania. Yeah, my wife back in Charleston says it's rainy and cold too, Stargazer. So South Carolina's not getting away from the cold either, are they? So we already got 100 people on already. How about that? Welcome, everybody. So I like doing these live chats to answer questions. A lot of people, you can answer questions people have all at once. Quiche Lorraine, Am I watching the Super Bowl today? No, probably not, because it'll be when it comes on. I guess at what 8 at night or whatever. It'll be middle of the night here, and I don't know. I don't really have a dog in the fight. Um, Tom Brady, one more Super Bowl for him, maybe. I think he'll go out on top, probably. Let's see. Let's try to make this a little bigger so I can read these. Everybody cold, huh? Everybody ready for spring already, huh? Guac and spring rolls, huh? For Super Bowl parties, that's what everybody's making. Everybody making things for the Super Bowl parties and everything. I do miss that. We would make nachos. We would make nachos for the Super Bowl. We always had a little thing, and we'd all put our scores down to see who could get the closest and all. That was a nice little tradition. So I'm going to miss the nachos, cooking those up. So, Marla, you're asking about Mom's the prints. Will they ever be available again? They will be. The earliest though will be later this year at the earliest, maybe sometime before Christmas if I can kind of figure out a way to do that. But I'm over here overseas, and to put all that together and get it makes it challenging. So it'll probably be later this year if all this year. But one day we'll open it back up. So. Vegetarian food. Well, one of the meals we made was bulgur wheat. It's like a bulgur wheat pilaf that turned out pretty tasty. So really tasty. I'd never had bulgur wheat before, so I was pretty excited about that one. So there's your vegetarian. So let's see, Chicago, Louisiana. Got a lot of folks here. Somebody's buying seeds already, getting ready for spring planting, huh? When do I get to go back home? I'm looking at Clarissa. Well, my wife's planning to come out in March, later in March. That's the plan right now. And then we'll probably get back home sometime, hopefully this summer, back home to visit with the kids and everything. That's the plan. But I'm on contract through November, but it plans to stay, for a couple of years at least. That's the plan. So let's see. Planting season in the U.S. What's the rule of thumb? Plan after Easter? Is that kind of the rule of thumb? That's kind of when it seemed like we did it. South Carolina, Alberta, Canada. I spent a year there when I was a kid. Pretty cold up there. Yeah, COVID precautions here in the UAE. Yeah, they kind of clamping down again because they've had cases going up. Although they don't really talk about the number of deaths, but they just talk about the cases. But they've just clamped down a little bit more and limited. They closed movie theaters and they're limiting malls and restaurants again. Capacity, and everybody has to wear a mask all the time. So. Let's see. Yeah, somebody said they watched him talking about Hurricane Hugo. Yeah, I was there for that too. So that wasn't a fun time. What do I miss about home? There's not a whole lot of, I miss other than, well, because you got just about everything you need here. I really like it here in the UAE. It is very much like the US. I miss the rain. It hasn't rained since I've been here in November. So I think it's sprinkled. You could count the raindrops on the car. It's sprinkled, so it hasn't rained. I miss the rain. I have a little rain app that I put on my phone when I go to sleep and listen to the rain. Helps me fall asleep. So should take my wife to Denmark. I would like to go see Denmark one day. I would. Mini teriyaki steak, kebabs, deviled eggs, chili, nachos, pepperoni rolls. Oh, wow. Mary, that sounds great. I'll come watch Super Bowl at your house. Minus 30. I do remember those days in Alberta, Linda. Oh, jeez. That's insane. Oh, let's see what else we got here. Let me just check something over on this other thing. All right, so we're live. Hope everybody made it over. Hope nobody's sitting over there waiting on the other one. So like I said, every time I do this, I have to reinvent how to do it and figure it out. I probably should write it down so I can remember. So, take care, Clarissa. I appreciate that very much. So, Lima, Peru. Oh, about that. Wow. Wow. Hello, Lima, Peru. Wow, that's cool. Yeah, summer night crickets. Arlene listens to that. When she puts that on, she'll put the night crickets on there. I don't know, something in the back of my mind makes me think that there's some guy in the house or something. That's Vivaldi at night. Yeah, I love that. The Four Seasons, Vivaldi. It's great. Benjamin's good. He's trucking along at the Coast Guard Academy. He's in, they call it the dark times up there, with the winter storms. They've had a lot of snow up there in Connecticut, and he's trudging along. So he's more than halfway through his junior year now, so he doesn't have much longer. My favorite sweets. Oh, that's good. I can eat ice cream. It's my kryptonite. Ice cream. I do like brownies, cookies. I like a chocolate chip. I like a gooey chocolate chip cookie. I do like that. I like the white chocolate chip with macadamia nut cookies too. Those are good. So ice cream mostly. So, the missus is planning to come out. Melanie, she's planning to come out in March to live here with me. So that's the plan. Now that we're empty nesters. Let's see. No, the kids are still at school. So of course, Nathan and William are active duty Navy. And then Benjamin is still at school at the Coast Guard Academy. So they went back after the new year and they were doing online courses. And then I think they're back in classrooms now. I think so. And Bella, of course, she's back at Liberty as well. So they're back at school doing their thing. Somebody has to sleep with the TV on. Hello, Raymond, UK. Welcome. Yeah, Carol, I could live on ice cream, I think. Yeah, that would not be good for healthy reasons. So you can kind of see outside, the sun's going down here now. So it's 6 p.m. now. Bluebell, we have Bluebell back in South Carolina. We have that. Yeah. CJ, was I raised on the best baked goods? When Mom did make stuff, she rationed it out like the person in charge on a lifeboat with the food. So she it wasn't free reign to get, of course we would have tore into it. Yeah, she did make some good stuff. So she didn't make it all the time, though. We didn't have sweets all the time, but so. Would I consider being an expat? We've talked about it. The idea of living someplace where your money goes a long ways and good healthcare. I've heard good things, some places in Mexico, Costa Rica. I've heard a lot of good things about Thailand. Talking about that too. I'd be open to it for a while. Big thing, of course, is the kids and where they're at, and the grandkids eventually and all that. So, Yeah. What's for dinner? So the hotel provides dinner here. So after I'm done talking with y'all, I'm going to go get me some dinner. I don't know what they're serving tonight. It's always a surprise. So, uh, how do I feel when somebody makes one of mom's recipes on their channel? I don't have a problem with it. I know where you're going with this. Um, and one in particular, and people kind of point her out all the time. I don't, I mean, I make mom's recipes and post it on her, it's on our channel, but, um, mom put it out there for everybody. I mean, she doesn't, uh, there's no copyright on the recipe or anything else. So, and she keeps pointing to mom, and as an homage to moms, I guess I don't have a problem with it. So, yeah, Priscilla. Yeah, I crack myself up, Priscilla, sometimes. That's what my wife says all the time. You crack yourself up, don't you? Did he enjoy training in Milton, Florida? Well, both of them, I mean, they're in the middle of training. So I think they like Pensacola a little better, Milton, because there's a little more to do. But so, do I speak other languages? Je parle le français un peu. So I took French in high school and in college, and then I can mutter around a little bit, order food in German, just from times of doing that. So I have a hard enough time with English. Uh, Cookbook. So a lot of people have been asking about that. So let me address that too. So a lot of people talking about cookbooks and things like that. I have that down. I mean, obviously with the work involved with it, and some other people have volunteered to help and everything else. With working over here, uh, yeah, I have thought about that. A cookbook with stories and pictures and memories and things like that. Um, I have thought about that, and actually, when I get some time, work's been a little crazy lately, but I was going to start looking into that, and seeing how that goes. So, um, should be enough time. Maybe we can put something together, get something together. So, I appreciate everybody asking and all the support. Uh, no, I don't like camel milk. No, not one bit. Now it's funny because I was telling some of my Emirati students, I was talking with them about that, and kind of chuckling about it. He said, well, the secret with camel milk is you got to drink it warm. So it's got to be like room temperature. It's like better that way. You're even a little warmed up. And I'm like, I'll take your word for it, man. I'm not, I'm not touching that stuff again. Hey, Arizona. Uh, Remind everybody that mom's books can be bought on Amazon. Uh, yeah, so yeah, mom and Bucky both wrote some books and stuff, and I guess you can get them on Amazon if you look them up and see. A lot of stories that she told and things like that are on there. Let's see. Yeah, it's funny that the things that pop up. One of these days I'll understand the algorithm, or maybe I won't. How the YouTube search works. Um, Never add eggs to Jello pudding. Uh, Kids are good. Everybody's good. Nathan's looking to go back out to sea again. Will's doing fine. He's in the middle of training, learning how to fly UH-60s with the Navy. The Romeos down in Florida. He's down in Jacksonville, and Benjamin and Belle are both in school, doing fine. So, uh, basic Peruvian food, huh? Yeah, I'll look into that. See, because I'm making I went over to some coworker's house last night, and uh, we went and cooked some Bulgarian food. So I'm pretty excited about that. Talking with them, we had a good time last night, cooking with Stefka. So I'm putting that video together and everything else. So, um, morning, hey, scariest flight piloting. Um, I've had some times refueling behind one time with the tanker. I was air refueling behind a tanker, and its autopilot kicked off, and it kind of came down towards us, and we had to push over. That was exciting. And then flying off south out of Japan, off the coast, there was a whole line of thunderstorms, and we had to try to pick our way through and go over it. That was not scared, but it was I was pretty nervous going over that. So a lot of ice and thunderstorms. You just don't want to mess with that. So yeah, that's probably the scariest. But I mean, I've flown in Iraq and Afghanistan and all, and that was exciting. Didn't see anything there. So I always tell people I want to mildly bore my grandkids with my flying stories. That's the way I'd rather have it. So I just rather tell about the cool places I've been rather than here's a time that I, scared myself. So, is there any ethnic food I don't enjoy? Not really. I don't care for organ meat. So liver, kidneys, heart, stuff like that. I don't know, especially liver. I just don't care for so at all, and I don't like the taste and everything else. So now, I mean, I guess if you put it in gravy and fried it or whatever, I mean, I guess, but no, but no particular ethnic food. There's none that I don't like. Some I like more than others, but Thai food's good, of course. Um, have I ever been to F.E. Warren in Cheyenne? No, but my wife was born there. The ravishing Mrs. Ritter was born in Cheyenne, Wyoming. Let's see. Happy Sunday. Got a good group here today. 227 I show. So let's see. Yep, and Kabul, Carol, your nephew. Yeah, I've been there, and that's an interesting place. I've flew in there a few times and never spent the night there. So Kabul and Kandahar Air Base down there. Did a lot of airdrop in Afghanistan back when I was on active duty. So y'all heard the liver story. I guess that struck a nerve with some onion gravy. So I told you that story about mom eating liver. She used to make it. She used to make it, and it was. I remember sitting there one night. We were all sitting around the table. Nobody was happy, and I looked up at mom, and she's eating the liver, and she's just she wasn't enjoying it either. And I finally, I'm like, Mom, what do you like liver? And she says, no, not really. And I'm like, why do we eat it? And she's like, well, for the iron. And I said, well, why don't you just get iron pills and take iron pills? And she look, and we didn't have it again. I mean, I think Bucky liked it, liver and onions, but we didn't have it anymore after that. Oh, hey, Shirley. I appreciate that, Laura. That's really nice. So a lot of people leave nice comments and stuff, and I do those videos, and I'm not an ordained minister or anything else, but I mean, the Lord will put something on my heart, and I just kind of share it, and uh, just here's what it means to me. It's kind of what it is like if you were sitting there and asked me about it, I'd tell you. So I don't profess to be a preacher or anything else. I just, I'd done that with mom when she was with us, and was talking with her one day about something that God put on my heart, something I'd read, and she said, "Well, you ought to do videos on that." And then that's where that came from. So liver, Sandy, I don't mean to give you ideas about liver. I mean to dissuade you from liver. Oh, let's see. I appreciate that. A lot of people have had some really nice things to say about those Sunday morning chats, and I appreciate that. So it means a lot to me. I've read some comments people have left that have just brought me to tears, and I'm so moved by that it helps people like that. I'm just thankful. So um, some places in the Middle East you can't have a Bible. Yeah, probably not here though. I mean, they're very progressive, very open about it. I mean, I've seen us at Christmas time. Saw the word Christmas more here than I do in States. Um, there's churches here, and they're very progressive, very open, about it, um, since they began. So uh, let's see. Um, yeah, I think so. That must be it. Nancy, I think so. I think that, yeah, there was just this thing about serving liver that was just something you did and people did. Yeah. Oh, some folks got to run. Appreciate you joining us, Stargazer. Thanks. Have a great night. It is Sheila. It's 6:22 p.m. here, 1822 military time. So let's see. Kathleen, I appreciate that. Live in Ireland, and it just amazes me. And we got people from Denmark here, and Peru, and Canada, and Ireland, and just it just amazes me. I mean, when I first kind of started picking up and running Mom's channel, and I just was amazed at just the people all over the world that watch this. It's amazing to me. So yeah, Sumter. Um, let's see. Did the U.S. ever adopt a 24-hour time use? Yeah, AM, PM. Just being a military pilot, you know, we would do that. We'll see you in the morning at 0900. Was that 0900 AM or PM? 0900. Let's see. What did I have for dinner last week? Well, I made that lasagna. I ate on that for a long time. But again, the hotel I stay at, they put dinner out for us Sunday through Wednesday nights. They provide dinner right outside in the dining area. So it's usually like cottage pie, or like the shepherd's pie, or chicken, or rice, or things like that. And then on like Tuesday nights they have like a barbecue is what they do. With the weather being so nice right now, they'll have a grill set up, and they'll have hamburgers and little steaks that they overcook. So the ravishing Mrs. Ritter is planning to be here late March. That's the plan right now. So hopefully all this COVID stuff starts calming back down. But so I appreciate that, Francis. Thank you. Do I eat alone? Yeah, they're yeah. I mean, there's one other guy that I work with that's here, but he eats a different time or something. Yeah, so usually I just eat real quick and then come on back and watch television, or it's funny because I don't call, like, and you'd think that you could just use like FaceTime to call Arlene. But the problem is here in the UAE, they block that. So like WhatsApp and FaceTime video calls don't work here. They block them somehow. So figured out kind of a workaround. So we do Zoom. So I'll set up a Zoom meeting and she'll dial in, and we use Zoom. It worked great. So how many shepherds are in? Shepherds are good. You know, if you catch them young, they're tasty. So tender. Yeah, let's see. Oh, you know, somebody, Brady. So who am I rooting for? You know, there was a few years ago, I think it was that one they played the Falcons, and Tom Brady led that comeback. And I'm just like, man, I'm a Joe Montana guy myself, but Brady, it's hard to argue against him being the greatest of all time so far. So, Chiefs won last year. You know, I think if Brady won it, he'd probably hang it up, don't you think? So, have not gotten my COVID vaccine yet because you can get the Chinese vaccine here, and a lot of people are getting it here. Now, the question I have is it going to be recognized in the States? Is it going to be, because I don't want to get two different ones. So I'm just kind of waiting to see what happens. So I have not gotten a COVID vaccine yet. So what are some habits that I do the same as my mom when I cook? Some people have said my reaction when I try food and how I kind of shake my head, and there's probably more people on here that could tell you how I look more like mom than, do I have to get the vaccine? Well, I'm not in the military anymore. I'm retired, so I don't have to. When I was active duty, you had to get the vaccine. You had to get the flu vaccine every year, and they would track that. And but as a retiree, I don't have to. And I'm a civilian contractor, so I'm not in the military anymore. So, but it's funny, the Emirati pilots there have to get the vaccine. Let's see. New York City. Hello, Lorraine. Super Bowl snack food. We always made nachos. That's what kind of our tradition was in our family. So we would make nachos and just set them in a big casserole dish. We'd make a big pile of nachos, and we just sit around, and I'd make some homemade guacamole and we'd have some salsa and some sour cream, and we just sit around and eat that. And it makes me hungry thinking about it. Let's see. Yeah, some people do. Some people do a vaccine. Some people don't. Some people, it's a personal choice. I mean, I find the older that I get, the more libertarian I become, and I'm kind of like, just let people be them. Let people do what they do, and vaccine is basically going to protect you from getting super sick. That's what they say. So, if you want to be more sick and you don't want the vaccine, then hey, good on you. If you really don't want to get the flu or the corona or whatever, then get a vaccine. So, that's kind of where I'm getting to be. And the older I get, the more I'm like, let people live and let live, freedom, individual liberty, choices. I've been listening to a lot of Joel Salatin, and he talks a lot about that food freedom. And I'm like, raw milk and things like that. I mean, let people choose what they want to eat, and the government getting in the way and food regulations and things like that. I mean, if you sell food, it's in your best interest to not sell spoiled, nasty food that's going to make people sick, right? It's kind of self-regulating. So yeah, there you go. Sissy, everybody likes that. Got to have something sweet cake. So chocolate cake. Hey, y'all are making me hungry. I still haven't eaten dinner yet. So uh, yeah. So I mean, the whole vaccine thing and everybody. I mean, if you want to take it, take it. If you don't want to take it, don't take it. I mean, individual freedom, liberty, right? So let's see. East Tennessee, Lake City, Florida. Got 270 of us now. Everybody, morning. Let's see. So chocolate lava cake, Lisa. I that makes me laugh because we used to go when I was stationed in Germany. We would go. They had a Chili's there, and they had we'd always get the chips and dip, and then we'd get the uh, Southwest egg rolls, which I always love with the creamy avocado dip, and then we get the food, usually hamburger or something, and then we're always stuffed. But William loved the chocolate lava cake, and it just the thought of cutting into a cake and then creamy chocolate coming out of it. It's not appetizing to me. I don't care for stuff liquids inside the cake. Not a big fan. I like the fluffy, frosting, cream, whipped cream, buttercream or something like that, but like gooey run out. Not a fan of that. I don't know what it is. It's a block thing, I guess. I don't know. Sorry, I didn't mean to spoil it for you. Did I like living in Oklahoma and how long we're stationed there? So some of the nicest people in the country in Oklahoma, just down to earth, good people. I lived in Southwest Oklahoma at Altus Air Force Base. I was stationed there twice, so 2 3-year assignments. Actually, the second time I was there 4 years. So I liked it there. Yeah, it was a small town. We got to know the people I worked with and the people in the town really, really well, and I did enjoy it. It's not a whole lot to do there, but then that forces you to be closer in your community, right? So maybe that's what we're missing these days. Uh, Never tried brownie. Benti, did I say that right? Benti, you're missing out. Got some recipes for brownies. You ought to try them. Let's see. German chocolate cakes. Coconut cake. Yeah, a lot of people talk about that coconut cake. So I don't know. She ever made that for us? I don't know. She would make brownies and cake. Usually like a lemon pound cake. I remember having that a lot. But she liked the frozen. What was it? The cakes that would come, the Sara Lee little dinner cakes, whatever, they used to come in the aluminum pan, and she would keep those in the freezer. She'd take it out, cut her a piece, and then she liked the frozen strawberries. They used to come in this metal can, this frozen strawberries, and she would uh, take those and mix that with like heavy cream and put that over top of the cake. Switched that Sara Lee, canned cake, whatever it was. I remember her. She would do that a lot. She liked those frozen strawberries. Mom did. So you know, have a good time at church, Carolyn. Boston cream pie. I like Boston cream pie. Um, let's see. Yeah, Dawn, they are nice. The grocery stores are nice here, well stocked and clean. Um, they've got a lot of labor here that they bring over, a lot of workers from different countries, and there's manpower everywhere. It's cheap manpower, so they've got a lot of people that are always constantly taking care of stuff. So they don't have to. Well, they don't pay. They can afford a lot more much more manpower to work on things. So, I mean, There's people everywhere working. So, cooking with Dee Dee. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, mom passed away a year ago, uh, back on the 25th of January. So, um, the mountain property, the mom, but we ended up. If you look back at some of the old videos, they had the neighbor Keith was helping them clean and take care of it. We went up there and looked at it and said, well, this isn't really something that we're going to do anything with. So we talked with them about it and sold it to them. So we sold it to them. They added it to their property. So it's really cool going up there, meeting them, nice people, and real interesting guy. And he was real big into draft horses, and he would take them around. And he had one of his draft horses came up, and this horse was ginormous. I mean, I'm 6'2", and his shoulder was like above me. His shoulder, I mean, just a giant horse, and as sweet as I've ever seen. I mean, just rub him a little bit, and he put his head down or feed him a little bit. I mean, he was just a sweet horse. That was really cool. So nice people. I'll still keep in touch with them and hear from time to time. So, uh, let's see. Let's see. Am I watching the Super Bowl? No, I mean 9 o'clock at night. I'm 9 hours ahead, so that would be like what, 4 in the morning or something crazy like that. 4 or 5 in the morning. Probably not. We got to work here, so probably not going to watch it. So I'll just have to look for the preview or look for the highlights, I guess. Uh, yeah, the banana pudding with meringue. I remember when mom first started the channel. I remember that was the first video that I went in there. I'm like, oh, I'm going to try this, and that recipe works out real nice. So that turned out really well. She did. I remember she made banana pudding a lot when I was growing up. So, um, let's see. The RV also got sold. So I sold it to a lady down the street, actually. Um, and she's using that. Yeah, she's using that. So, yeah. Let's see. Where am I? I'm in, Dee Dee, I'm in Abu Dhabi, in the United Arab Emirates is where I'm working. I'm a sim instructor here. So, teach sims to uh, the Emiratis own C-17s, and we train them and teach them how to fly C-17s. So, let's see. Let's see. Hello, Ontario. Northwestern Ontario. That's cold up there. Let's see. Aiken, hello. A lot of South Carolina folks on here today. Always good to see you. Mary, you know what? I went on that Alkinator thing you were talking about it, and I could not find me. So I couldn't see me on there. I don't know. Maybe I answered the questions wrong or something, but I didn't see it. I typed my name in. I didn't see it in there. So I did try that, Mary. I saw your note yesterday. Money exchange is, I think it's about 3.6 dirham to the dollar, to the US dollar. So it's it's a lot of money here. It says well to do. So things aren't super cheap. So they have a VAT now, a value added tax that they didn't have when I was here before. So things are a little bit more expensive than they were before. Crickets, liver, and more paintings. Oh, let's see. Uh, Hey, Timothy, Nashville, Tennessee. Your good old Rocky Top. Arizona. Hey, what's up, Howard? Um, did mom ever make stuffed dates? Somebody said there was a video on that. I mean, 1,200 videos. I haven't gotten through them all. Somebody said that she'd made that, so I haven't seen it myself personally. So, um, what do I look forward to find? Just, I think you can go on Amazon and type in their name, Phil Stokes, and then you could see the book there. I'm sure I've done that before. I've found it on there. Just type by the author name, Stokes, Phil Stokes. Yeah, the mall, Laura. That the malls are nice here, and of course in the summertime when it's so hot, that's like the go-to thing. People don't hang out outside too much. So, um, have I eaten crickets? Yeah, I have eaten crickets. Fried crickets, not bad. Put enough, salt on there, fry them. You can fry just about anything; it'll be good. Um, let's see. Look at that, 300. Yeah, that's something else. Who's going to win the Super Bowl? Man, I just don't know. I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm kind of afraid if Tom Brady doesn't win it, is he going to play another year? Uh, I think he wants to go out on top. So let's see. Uh, yeah, Sarah, I do enjoy dates. They are good. The weather's nice here. It's real pleasant, lower humidity. In the evening, it's like probably low 60s, low to mid 60s, and during the day, it's like probably high 70s. It's pretty nice right now. Uh, let's see. Hey, California. Well, you're up early, Lisa. Yeah. So, yeah, everybody, don't forget to click like. Unless you don't like it. Oh, there you go. Everybody's clicking now. Got my sweet tea. So this is the tea that I bought at that Heritage Festival. Saffron infused tea. So I had some of that, and I don't care much for hot tea. I mean, I'll drink it from time to time, but I like sweet tea cold, mostly. And uh, so I've got a little kettle here, and I just heat the water up, put a couple spoonfuls of the tea in it, mix it up, and then I've got some lemons, and I like real lemony tea. Uh, Kind of cuts the sweet a little bit too. So I do like it a lot. So I'm getting down to the bottom, and I got a lot of extra leaves in there. See that? That's good. Still good. Let's see. Now let's think about getting some green tea. There's Idaho. Hey, Cynthia. Let's see. Yeah, looks like most people root for the Chiefs, huh? So, let's see. Did they ever make anything other than tea for dinner? No, mom liked her tea. She sweet tea. Drank that a lot. Saw that antioxidants. Of course, I don't know. I mean, she got to where she would put her, toward the end there, with going over helping her out. And I would have some of the tea, and I'm like, it didn't like I remember. I mean, I remember when I was a kid, mom would make sweet tea. She had this big plastic pitcher, and she would make this tea, and she put all the sugar in it, and she would heat the water up, put the tea bags in it, and then she'd put that in there, mix the cold water, fill it up, and then she would put sugar in it. So that sugar would just, I remember as a kid watching it settle to the bottom. There'd be like 3/4 of an inch of sugar on the bottom of this sweet tea pitcher. So the tea was like not really sweet. And you get down to the bottom and it's like that, it's just sludge of sugar that would go into your glass. Of course, a kid, I'm like, I loved it. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna save it. I want the last, glass of tea in the pitcher. It's like mostly sugar. Oh. Yeah, sweet tea. She did like her sweet tea. It got less sweet the older she got. Obviously, you have to keep that in mind. So I do, even now, I mean, my age, I'm starting to get to where I drink something really super sweet or something. I'm like, that didn't feel right. So, hey, Jesse, well, welcome to the party. 308 on here now. So I hope nobody's disappointed with the live here. So keep your questions coming. Let's see. Memphis, Tennessee, lots of South Carolina. We've got, folks from all over the world, Peru and Denmark and Ireland. Tallahassee, there we go. Sassy, you pulling for the Buccaneers tonight? Do I miss my yard and my garden, Betty? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And especially when I'm talking to the ravishing Mrs. Ritter, she's telling me, oh man, those weeds are going crazy out there. And I'm like, oh, my yard I'm just flawless, just perfect. I do miss it in my little garden. So those green onions that I bought back in the spring, that I cut the white, about an inch off the white, part of the bottom, the green onions you get, and planted them. They're still growing. They're still there. And Arlene will go out there every once in a while and cut some for her, whatever noodles or whatever she makes. So, do I like classic muscle cars? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I like. One of these days, I want to get myself a Dodge Charger, I think. But it was that my dad said one time, he goes, there's a reason that nobody bought those cars then either, because I guess they're not very comfortable. So, but I think the older I get, the more I want like a big old classic Cadillac just ooze down the street. That's what I'm thinking. So when I come back, my contract's through, Connie, until November, but planning to work for couple of years here at least. I mean, that's kind of the plan. The longer I work, the sooner I can retire and move on to the gentleman's farm and start doing my thing on that. So that's how much longer. I'm glad everybody's liking the live talk. So the ravishing Mrs. Ritter, the plan is like late March, her coming out here. So we're trying to get this COVID thing all figured out because they keep getting more restrictive on the coming in. Right now, if you fly into Abu Dhabi or you come into Abu Dhabi, you have to quarantine for 10 days and they put a GPS tracking bracelet on you. You have to stay in your hotel room. So it's pretty rough. So thanks, Lisa. I'm glad you're enjoying the live chat. So Mercury Cougar, huh? Yeah, I think I do like the look of those too, John. Yeah, Sharon, it's funny you say that, the big gold necklace, because I'm thinking just no shirt, like my little bit of chest hair, like startlingly white, and I'll be like leathery burnt, like tan, with a big gold chain, driving my Cadillac with a big cigar. I could see it in my mind's eye. Oh. Novas. Yeah, every time I hear that about Novas, I remember seeing those all the time when I was a kid. I just think about how they did not sell very well in Mexico. Nova, no go. It cracks me up. Uh, Chevelle, huh? In a pimp hat. With the cape and a monocle. Oh. Let's see, dice in the mirror and a zoot suit. Big watch chain. Oh. Let's see. 71 Dodge Charger. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Wow. Small steering wheel. Oh. Cane and a chain. Oh, is it nice and clear? Thanks, Rain. I appreciate that. Everybody can hear me okay? Oh. 72 Charger. Yeah, one thing I want to do, and I thought about this last time when I was out here 6 years ago. I found a website a friend of mine showed me about where you can order a kit plane, and they make these reproduction World War I fighter planes. And you can build them yourself, and usually it takes people about 2 years to put them all together. But that's one of my projects that I'm going to do is put together a Newport 28. That's what I've got my eye on. That's my dream thing. So it's a little 70 horsepower engine. You drop in it, and they give you everything you need. You paint it up and everything else, and just fly that around. That's my plan one day. So appreciate that, Connie. Everybody having a good time out there. Everybody enjoying it. The live chat here. AMC Pacer with the mullet platform buckskin shoes. Oh, man, the Pacers, or what about what was the other ones? The Gremlins. Ugly cars, man. Something about the 70s, some of those cars. Mom had a Maverick. She liked those things too. She liked those Mavericks, Ford Mavericks. Don't go Hollywood on us, Betty. Oh, yeah. Don't worry. Oh. Yeah. Did it get dark quick? Yeah, pretty quick. So, whenever the wind blows here, sometimes you get it's kind of a fine dust up in the air. It looks like haze, but it's kind of dust too. That's why a lot of times places in the world, the air quality, usually over here, it's not very good because it's just fine particulate dust in the air a lot. So, this is yeah, I do remember the first chat with the kids, Sassy. I do. I do miss them. I was kind of hoping somewhere that they'd pop up on here. Last time I did a live chat, they popped up on here, made my day. But they're probably still sleeping because it's before noon East Coast time. So, yeah, I see Miss Holly. I see you. I see what you're doing there. Playing a little Bohemian Rhapsody, driving along in my Pacer. Oh. Yeah, yeah, I'm kind of less about speed now, more about comfort. That's kind of what I'm digging. But I do like a little car with a little get up and go though. So Ford Pintos. Mom had a Pinto. Mom had a Galaxy too. We had one of those in I think we had that in Virginia when we lived there, Ford Galaxy. I remember that. Or wait, no, it was she had a um Falcon. That's what it was, a Ford Falcon. That's what she drove. So hey, Wanda Lee, thanks. Yep. Doing well here. Everything's going well. Hope everybody else is doing their fine, doing fine. All right. Thanks, Miss Hardison. I appreciate that. Um, you know what? The other YouTubers there, somebody mentioned something about Ala Mary and his wife they've got a YouTube channel he's up in Dubai, and I've watched a lot of his stuff, and they're pretty funny. Um, but it's funny, but apparently they're pretty huge here now, and they actually on the side of the Burj Khalifa they they were on a commercial. And they were on there, so they're big time. They ain't gonna mess with little small potato like me. So. But that would be cool. I would be great. I would love to do that. So if anybody's got an in with them and wants to tell them I'm willing to collaborate. um, but yeah, I'm sharing and sharing things and working with other people and all. I'd be all for that. So I now Avontastic. Thanks for coming. No, thanks for joining us. Uh, how many times will they fly you to IS? Sassy, I'm not sure what you're asking me there. Yeah, talcum dust storms. That's about right. I remember one time here when I first got here, 5 years ago. There was one day the sky was like mustard yellow. It had just pushed up all the dust in the air, and it was yellow. The sky was yellow. I'd never seen anything like that. It was crazy. Thanks, John. I appreciate that. Oh, let's see. Let's see. Did mom have any out of the ordinary beliefs? No, no, no. She was pretty conservative. Um, yeah, she was the pretty middle of the road as far as she wasn't like any kind of conspiracy theories or anything else. So hey, Denise, Oklahoma, where the wind comes whipping down the plain. Uh, let's see. Do I have a public PO box? You know what? I still need to look into that as far as how to ship stuff here and all. Um, so I don't have anything. So Marge, the next thing I've got. Last night I was over with some friends, coworker and his wife, and they had some Bulgarian friends. He's Bulgarian. They're Bulgarian, and we had one of their dishes. It's wine kebabs. So it's like a variant of beef bourguignon, slow cooked with a wine sauce, and it turned out real good over mashed potatoes. So I'm gonna put that video together and post it here in a few days, and then some bulgur wheat pilaf that really turned out well too. So that's a couple of videos I've got coming up soon. So um, bye, Miss Holly. Um, Traditional foods for the area? No, not really. It's mostly they kind of cater towards the expat worker types. There are some restaurants right here, and I'm planning to go to one here shortly. Some traditional Emirati food restaurants, and I was planning to take y'all along and see that. So if you think you'd be interested in seeing something like that, so um, let's see. Dogs are doing well, Ruth. Neighbor Chris looks in on them from time to time. They're doing fine and happy. Um, they're doing well. They're spoiled and loved. Cincinnati chili for the Super Bowl. I love that stuff. A little bit of cinnamon in it, right? Over noodles, cheese and onions, like Skyline chili, right? That's good stuff. Um, well, I appreciate that, Miss Janet. I'm glad you think that I'm interesting. Oh, am I going to watch the Super Bowl? Oh, hey, Mr. Corvette girl, how are you doing today? I am not, because it's going to be, I'm 9 hours ahead of you guys, so it's going to be like the middle of the night, late, like 4 in the morning or something like that. So I probably won't. I don't even know if it'll be on TV. I'll have to see if it's on maybe when I wake up. So, um, yeah, appreciate that, Krista. Thanks. Oh, chili over rice. Yes, that's good stuff. What's Skyline chili? Good question. It's Cincinnati style chili over. It's Skyline Chili's a restaurant up there in Ohio area up there. And I remember going up there for training. Um, when I was in school, we went to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, went to Skyline Chili, and it's spaghetti noodles with the chili, Cincinnati style chili over the top, and then the shredded cheddar and some onions on the top. Oh, it's good. Kids are good. Kids are good, Denise. Everybody's doing good. Nathan and Will are doing the Navy helicopter flying thing, and Benjamin's doing fine in school. Belle's doing fine in school too. So, great. Um, all right. Well, about time for me to wrap this up because I got to go grab some dinner myself. But I'm glad you all could join me today. I hope you enjoyed the chat. I really enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, like it if you don't mind. If you liked it, if you don't like it, you don't have to hit it. But thankfully, I don't think there's a thumbs down. Hope not. I don't think so. Um, but I hope you enjoyed these, and I enjoyed doing these and getting talking with y'all a little bit more and seeing a lot of familiar folks that usually leave some nice comments, and I appreciate that very much. I appreciate that, Gail, very much. So it means a lot to me to hearing from all of y'all. I really do appreciate it. But I've been a little slow posting videos lately. Work's been pretty busy. We've been getting ready for a new airdrop course that we're teaching. So, training the Emiratis how to drop stuff out of their airplane on parachutes. So doing that and putting all that together. So it's been pretty busy for me, and so I'm going to get back to it and posting these because I enjoy doing them. So and I enjoy hearing from all of y'all. So um, I appreciate all of y'all too. Thanks. Thank you very much. Uh, all right. It just means a lot. All of y'all. I really do. Um, I hope you all stay safe and are doing well, and you have a blessed year. Hopefully, you're having a better 2021 than you did a 2020. It keeps getting better. Um, yeah, and it's good seeing everybody again. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Uh, but I appreciate everything. Keep comments coming. If you got some ideas or things that you'd like to see me try, or things curious about that you read about here that you'd like me to check out for you, or something like that. I plan to get around a little bit more before it gets too hot. But y'all take care. And this the Colonel signing off for February chat here. We'll see you next time. God bless everybody. Take care.